Alrighty, welcome to this video. In this tutorial, we're going to talk about how to grade these papers inside of the Feedback Studio for Turnitin. Okay, so let's say, I go through member over here. You can click here and add your comments and voice comments, but again, they don't get transferred over to BrightSpace. Also, another thing I want to show you that I forgot in the last video was under the filter. So we talked about excluding quotes, excluding the bibliography, but you can also exclude sources that are less than whatever you define. So if you get a bunch of sources that you feel aren't right, you could come in here and say, all right, exclude the sources that are less than 6 words. So they need to have, 6 words or more that match for them to show up. Or you can do it as a percentage too, like the source, 20% of the source or higher needs to match for it to show up. So just be aware of that. All right, anyways, so let's say I go in here and I grade. Cecilia did okay, give her an 85. John did a little better, gave him a 90. Okay, and I'm done grading. Happy days, right? It'd be great if this is all I had to do, but it's not. Okay, so once I put the grades in here, I got to go back to BrightSpace. So we're going to go back to the submissions. Okay, and these are where they turned them in. So I can just click on this. Okay, now you can see that it pulled them in, right? It recognized that John got a 90, Cecilia got an 85. I can come over here and refresh if I need to. Like if I come back here and change them and I want it to refresh, I can click on that. Now I could click on this and go straight into it, but really what you're going to want to do here is where it says published, or it might say evaluate here. You'll just want to click on this link that's over here. And that's going to take you into the actual submission for that student. And you can go, next and previous and so forth. You should be, comfortable, and you should have seen this by now, hopefully. So what happens is it pulls in the grade from Turnitin, but if I come over here in BrightSpace, it's still blank, right? So I can say use this score, and then it puts it inside of BrightSpace. Okay, and then I can come in here, put in feedback or whatever, and then I can publish it or update it. So just because you put the grade in here doesn't mean it's in the BrightSpace gradebook. I wish it did automatically. That'd be great. So, to be honest, if it was me, and it's not, but if it was, I wouldn't do any grading in here. I don't know. You'll find your own workflow that kind of works for you. But I would just use this to take a look at if they plagiarized or not. If they didn't, great. Then I'd come back to BrightSpace and do all my commenting and grading in here, because to me, it just seems like you're doing extra work. You have to grade it here, then come over here, and then use a score, where you could just use this to do a quick plagiarism check, make sure they didn't plagiarize. If they didn't, great. Then go back here, put in all your feedback here. I don't know, it all just depends. If you want them to stay in BrightSpace and look at everything in there, great, do it all in here. But if you're going to let them see their report, see all the feedback, and you want them to be working a lot in this environment to see their feedback, great, then do everything in here. It's just kind of up to you. But just be aware when you put the grade up here, it isn't inside of BrightSpace yet. BrightSpace will see it and know that it exists, but you still have to click on use this score or come in here and type it in. And then you got to come down here and make sure you do publish or update. And once you do that, you'll be good to go. Okay, so up to you on what you want to do. But anyways, that's it. That's it for Turnitin, guys. If you have any questions, let me know. My email is dkid. Type it out here for you, dkid@aii.edu. So any questions, let me know. All right, we'll talk to you later.